Hi, welcome back to Texas 2A Video. We're going to cover this fella right here. This is a very cool, unique learning experience. I've been wanting a Galil for some time. I've seen some models that I kind of heard some bad feedback about. These aren't exactly imported. If they are, they're chopped in half. They're just parts kits. They are kind of drying up. But this is an IKON Galil. A guy that runs it's named Sullivan. Very cool guy. I did the initial unboxing, if you remember that, and he reached out and said, hey man, I love your honesty, I love what you think about it. Would you send that thing in so I could do some custom work to it for you? I was like, well, hell yeah, that's pretty cool. He's like, yeah, he's like, your review is unbiased. He's like, people want me to send him a gun. He's like, he's just not about that. He said, you've already done your initial review. He's like, send it to me, we'll do some cool stuff to it. So this, as you can already tell, has a bipod now. It does not come with the bipod. So he sent that to me once he got everything else done, but he did some custom work. He put the Texas flag, and he also engraved the Texas 2A logo onto the receiver for me and completely refinished this thing. It already had like a gunmetal gray finish. I like the darker finish, so that just worked out perfect. So now it looks even better how I want it. He hooked me up with the bipod, so thank you, Sullivan, for that. He did also, since I'm not ready to even be filming, as you can tell, just nothing's even laid over here like it should be, because it's hot as hell outside and I'm dying. So it does ship with 2 Tapcos, and I immediately, when I ordered the gun, I got 2 surplus 35 round Galil mags. And whenever he had me send this in, he's also like, hey, send me any mags you have too. So I sent them, and as you can tell, they aren't all worn looking. He actually stripped and coated these for me as well. So now they look all nice and pretty. And the Tapcos are doing just fine. I can't say that I'm disappointed at all. I've taken some initial shots. It was shooting a touch high, which I don't even really think it was, because once I switched from the 500 to 300, it was hitting perfect. So I kind of scratched that. It does have your setup, so you can go 3 and then 5, and if you lay that flat, pop this up, you have the front pops up as well, and that right there is for the closer, like say 100-yard area. And these originally had tritium in them, but it's kind of a hard to find thing these days. But yeah, these were very, very nice upgrade. Charging handle does kick up, so you can charge over the top. So that's one of the things where the first Galil improved. And then there's also its younger brother, the Galil Ace, left side charging handle. It's newer, it's got more ergonomics like an AR. That one's the Big Daddy 308. I'll be covering that next on another video. But so far, I'm impressed. It does come with a 16-inch barrel, not an 18, which is fine by me. I like the little bit shorter version if I can. I would probably pin and weld this thing to 16 inches if I had the time and the true desire, which I might one day. But there is usually a carry handle that you can get for these as well, which I don't really care for it. This thing's not super heavy, but it's not super light. And I believe I brought my scale, so if I did, I will weigh this thing. Yes, I did. So if you want to know how much one of these fellas weighs, let's find out, shall we? A little bit chunky. Let's see here. Found a spot to hang her on. Here we go. Use the front iron. That'll work. So there's that, and let's see, we're at, I don't know if you can see that or not, but about 9.6 pounds is where I'm seeing, if you can even read that. 9.6 pounds, so they're kind of chunky. They are milled. Like I said, they are these are essentially an AK. Pop the hood, got a longer sight radius because the sights are back here. This doesn't really move a whole lot, like at all, but it's not precision. This is a battle rifle. It's what it's for. It does have the Ultimac type front rail here, so that's an advantage for somebody who wants to run a red dot over the gas tube. So that is a plus side to this as well. The folder folds up nicely, stays where it's supposed to. Pretty sure all this is literally surplus OG stuff. So, without being further ado, let's try some PMC brass with the factory style surplus magazine, and we'll do, let's see, we'll do 35 yards here. .35 yards is simple, right? So let's try the 100. because I suck and can't stop sweating. So some jackhole on one of my videos is like, I'm making excuses for missing. Dude, it's hot as freaking balls. I'm sweaty, I'm fatigued. It takes me a while to set this stuff up, get it going, make sure it's accurate. So you can kiss my ass. It sucks. So let's do the 150 yards. Three for three when I'm holding where I need to be. I missed a couple because I'm swaying like a sucker, but it's working. So let's see here. If you want to see what kind of velocity we have coming out of this thing, this is Caldwell Shooting Supplies chronograph. They have several. They have some base models, and they have one like this that's fancier. It does have LEDs in the bottom, so thanks to those guys. They're an affiliate. They do help me out and send me stuff, but I started using their stuff well before they was affiliated, so my tone hasn't changed. So let's see what she does, shall we? Error. Oh, no last round bolt hole open. Alright, let's see here. Now this is the Tapco mag. I think he said he's going to try to start shipping these with the factory style mag, if I remember what he said. He told me a lot of stuff. Another thing I have to throw on here, he told me this is 20% of what they do, making these types of things for classic firearms and whatnot. The other 80% is custom stuff. You go check out IKON on Instagram, you're going to find all kinds of crazy coated AKs and Galils and all kinds of stuff. Like the guys, they specialize in custom. They just do some stuff at the request of some companies. So very badass shit. I'm very happy with it. So let's see where we're at. They hot. Them PMCs ain't playing around. 3,042 feet per second. I cannot see shit because of the sweat. Let's try it again, shall we? 2,917. 2,977. This thing needs to go to the right just a little bit, so otherwise this thing's pretty spot on height wise now as far as elevation. Yeah, let's see here. We're empty. So let's go back to a factory magazine with some steel case from Monarch, which is generally, I think, who is that? What is it? Bernal is usually who makes their stuff. So we'll see about that. All right. Give me a second. Good God, it is freaking hot as balls out here, boys and girls. Horrible. Jesus. Like, I come out here and bitch about sweating, but for some reason today it's just non-stop. I don't know, it's because I had a long training day yesterday with some other stuff that I do, and my body's kind of catching up, but it has been rough just getting this stuff sighted in. All right, steel case. How fast is the steel case? Oh, look at that. 2,888. Okay, so we have an issue. The steel case, if you can see it, probably not, but the steel case did not extract. All right, so steel case problems, right? Let's see if I can, I hope to God I don't have to cut this video short because I don't have my damn stick that I bring with me. I usually have a long bar that I can beat stuff out with, and of course I don't seem to find it, so pretty sure that guy is stuck in there pretty good. So let me see if I can find something to beat this thing out. We'll keep going, so I'll be right back. Alright, we're back. Got this thing beat up out of here, and we're gonna see if we can continue trying to shoot some steel case downrange. do recall somebody in my comments mentioned something about this thing having a chamber had to smooth out or something with his, you know, one of the first started releasing these. So I don't know if that was a steel case issue as well or what, but let's find out. 2,850. Same thing again, except now I have a rod to knock this thing out. Nope, wrong side. Alright, so far. Alright. Okay. Alright, so steel case must not be a go on this thing, so I'm not going to keep fooling with that. So let's try my hand loads. I got some of those from the house because I started hand loading 5.56 like not that long ago, so it's been fun to see what cycles and doesn't. And so far I think all my hand loads have been good. I did have one that had a bad primer, I guess. It was a solid, I thought it was a light strike and it wasn't. It was just the primer didn't go off, and it was a military spec type primer too, so whatever. Let's see how slow my hand loads are. It's a 223 hand, so let's see. A little bit slow, 2,720. 2,698. 2,740. This thing is chunking these damn things probably 15 yards at about 130, if you want to know. And let's see if I can retrieve a couple cases and see what they look like. They're probably pretty beat up, so let's see. See where they're at. We're empty. Let me go grab a couple of these. For the life of me, I can't imagine why these things are hot as hell. Alright, so definitely see that these are not a reloader's friend, just like my Galil Aces. It is rude as hell kicking this brass out of there. So if you do hand loading and you want something that's nice to your brass, this is definitely not it. And I don't know why this thing won't eat the steel case. It's just an extractor problem. It's just not pulling that shit out. So we know with brass she's reliable, and try the steel one more time, just because. Okay. Now it ate all the steel, so maybe there's a little bit of a chamber in there getting smoothed out. Yeah, that was pretty interesting. She ate like a damn boss on that one. Uh-oh, I lost my pin for this thing. That sucks. Could have swore I locked it in right. Operator install error. That's shitty. Guess I have to find another pin to reinstall it. Oh well. Probably not hard to find, but yeah, this thing, all it does is sits up in there, you drive a pin through, and it's got a little C-clip, so whatever. That's on me, I guess. I don't know. It's the one that came with it. I probably didn't push it all the way on there and lock it because I was in a hurry. But otherwise, if you like what you see, you want to know more about IKON, they have a Facebook page, they have a website, they do have an Instagram with all their cool shit on there. I like this. It's got my logo on it, and I have to keep it forever because I like it, and it's customized with my TX2A. Yeah, I don't have I thought it was going to be a steel case issue going there, which is fine. I don't usually run steel case except for y'all's viewing pleasure. And now it ate it all like it was hungry as hell. So, yeah. It really, you can see where it's, some of the rounds are hitting the case. The cases are hitting the cover here, causing little scratches. You know, that's what happens when you use a gun. But yeah, hopefully you guys that are curious about IKON like what you see. Like I said, she's done a fantastic job except for those couple steel case rounds, and now it was just eating it like it was nothing. But yeah, those guys are in South Carolina if you want to know. So, you know, so thank you again, Sullivan, for giving me the opportunity to show off some of y'all's custom work, because this ain't nothing. I told, hey man, Texas flag would be cool on there with my TX2A in it. I didn't think he was going to strip this thing down to nothing and CNC my TX2A into the receiver. That was just the coolest thing ever. I was like, wow. I was like, that's not just some paint or coating. So that's it. All right. Catch you boys and girls next time. If you haven't liked and subscribed, please do. It helps me out. See y'all later.